And welcome back to the Spoiler Kings, guys. You know, if it's April, that means we finally made it to the Super Mario Brothers movie. I cannot
Yes,
wait to
we
talk
have.
about it. We're going to jump into it right away. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tank Kramer. We got Brandman Brand down there. Everyone good? We ready to go?
I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right, so this is going to be our quick review of it. Just I'm going to read the synopsis, and we're going to do it quickly because on Monday we're going to do a big one. We're going to be bringing all of our friends in. We're going to have Derpy in. We're going to have Zach Attacks in. We're going to bring as many people as we can to talk about this movie. But this is going to be our quick little synopsis of what we think about. So can't wait. But I'm going to start reading this real quick, and we'll go from there. All right.
Do it.
While working underground to fix a water main, Brooklyn plumbers Mario, Chris Pratt, and his brother Luigi are transported down a mysterious pipe and wander into a magical new world. But when the brothers are separated, Mario embarks on an epic quest to find Luigi. Short, simple, to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Brandman, I'm gonna have you start first. I want to. What are your things you liked about this movie?
Well, you did say short, simple, and to the point. And I felt the same way. That's just like the movie. It wasn't very long. It had a very simplistic plot. It jumped right in. I liked that. From a visual standpoint, I think we can all agree that animation was the way to go with a Super Mario Brothers movie if you want to do it right. Granted, it doesn't take too much to be an improvement over the 1993 live action version, but I liked that they went animation, CG animated through Illumination, and I'd say if anyone listening out there has the opportunity to see this in 3D, do it. It's so fun in 3D. The voice acting I thought was fine. I thought like Chris Pratt, got a lot of backlash. Well, I know he did for him playing Mario, but I think he did fine. It wasn't anything mind blowing from his performance, but he did fine. He did good enough. I thought Jack Black was the show stealer as Bowser. That was great.
Easy.
And if you're gonna have Jack Black in a movie, he's gonna sing, which was hilarious. It was full of callbacks to the original games.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fun to be had if you grew up a fan. So overall, I'd say it did its job. It did what it set out to do. It was enough, I thought.
Okay. All right, Tank. Tell me what you think, man.
I mean, kind of like what Brandman was saying. It is really good looking. It is really pretty. I thought the colors, the animation style was perfect. Yeah, it was. I kind of wish I would have saw it in 3D because I think that's the best way to probably see it. Like just with all the colors popping out, and I'm sure every time Bowser spit fire, it was like coming right at you.
It was really cool.
Yeah, so that'd been pretty cool. But I mean, I saw it in like a laser projection kind of thing, and it looked really cool. And then same thing, the voice cast was pretty good. Like the Chris Pratt didn't really bother me as much as I thought it would have. But the rest of the cast was great. Like Peach was great. Jack Black was the best. Like that, he was born to play like an over the top Mario character, like Bowser. Even Fred Armisen was great. I thought he was great. Charlie Day,
Keegan-Michael. Seth Rogen.
I'm gonna save that for I'm gonna save that for the next section. But yeah, for the most part, it was really a really good cast. And yeah, the one thing I thought that was gonna bug me a lot was Chris Pratt, and it really didn't. So, but yeah, and then it was short, like an hour and a half ish. So that was good. I don't think a Mario Brothers movie needs to be an epic 2.5 hour movie. So
no,
yeah.
It didn't overstay its welcome, which is cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Right. Before I go on, when Brandon said, "Why would people not like his voice, his VO in this? Cause he killed Lego Movie. He did.
Yeah, people were just complaining because
He's Chris Pratt.
Oh, he's Chris Pratt, and he's not an Italian character, or he's not Italian. He's not from Brooklyn. There was every complaint under the sun. You had to have known that they were going to get a big star to headline this. Yeah. You had to have.
Yeah.
That just comes with the territory. So, and Mario he says all of 2 lines in the game. Yeah. And woohoo!
Yeah.
So obviously they were going to write him more lines. People just don't want to wait it out and see. I thought he did fine.
Yeah.
I disagree with you guys. I think he did better than fine. I think he did good.
Yeah.
I think Chris Pratt is a better voice actor than a lot of other people that are there, including Seth Rogen. I believe Chris Pratt understands what you need to do with your voice more than other people understand. But sometimes you don't have to be over the top. But sometimes just be you, be the character, and the character will be you. And I think he understood the assignment. He did a good job with a difficult character. I mean, because we all love Mario. Yeah,
Mario. Yeah,
we all know it, and it's like I feel like he did a good job capturing and just knowing that we're going to fill in the blanks, so he doesn't try to do too much. Yeah. We all love it already. So like Mario 1, everyone loves that movie. Everyone grew up playing that movie. Mario 3, everyone grew up playing that movie. Mario 2, everyone ignored. So it doesn't matter. Like you can fill in the blanks with anything that he's doing. So I feel like he did a great job with that. And the nostalgia, let the nostalgia just kind of carry the movie from there. So I think Chris Pratt did fine, honestly.
Yeah. He was absolutely fine. I wasn't bothered in the slightest by his performance.
All right, so let's see. Derpy says, all I have to say is I haven't seen the film yet, but I do know Illumination is no joke when it comes to animation. They did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome job. They were the ideal people for the job. Their track record from from their CGI animated standpoint pretty much speaks for itself. They were the perfect people to take this on.
Agreed.
Yeah. That was
the company and the nostalgia.
Yeah. That was the biggest sell for me. Illumination's doing it. It's going to be animated. Boom. Say no more. I'm sold.
Agreed.
Definitely one of the more enjoyable video game adaptations. To me, not
before you get there, let's talk about the bad in this movie.
Okay.
So you go ahead and go first. Would you find bad? And then we'll go to Tank.
The plot was I know I mentioned that it was simplistic. There were times where the plot was almost a little too simplistic for its own good. Granted, you're not expecting like an intricate, like Christopher Nolan style script when it comes to a Super Mario Brothers movie, but there were at times, this the story was so simple. At times, I almost forgot there even was one, and I think that the filmmakers may have even forgotten at times that there was one, because there were times that it kind of veered off from the main plot, almost like a side quest in a video game. Appropriate, right? But I'd say I was kind of losing track of what was going on. It put the visuals first and foremost, which on one hand I kind of expected. But it kind of overtook and kind of detracted away from the plot at times. I'd say for as fast paced as it was, 10 minutes more worth of story, especially in the epilogue, wouldn't have hurt it.
Yeah, actually, give it a story, just a little bit.
Yeah. Those were my top 2 things. I think that, it kind of put the visuals and the callbacks.
What's up, Zach?
Hey, Zach. It prioritized the...
Okay, perfect. All right, tell me how you really feel.
Yeah.
All right.
At times it prioritized the visuals, and
Yeah.
over the story. But yeah, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the story was super super simple, which, like you said, I didn't expect a crazy. So that really didn't do it. Like I said, all the voice casting was great, except for Seth Rogen. It's Seth Rogen, and even him as Donkey Kong, which is like one of my more likable characters. I don't know if he's my favorite, but he's definitely like a guy I enjoy a lot. He just wasn't.
He didn't hit it for you.
You know what did it? When he did the Seth Rogen laugh. That was it. That was if
I remember
just
that.
Don't do it. Just don't do it, because he did it, and I'm like, oh. I remember looked at my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, really? Why?
It's
Why?
because Seth Rogen is Seth Rogen, and you can't see him as anything else.
Can he not fake laugh any other way? Like it's like the stupid. Oh my god.
Oh man, you ready to hear him voice Bebop in a few months?
Yeah, I know. Oh god. But that one was my most. I was like, really? Oh, because I thought he was gonna be good as Donkey Kong, and it winds up he was like my least favorite. I didn't hate it, but that was my least favorite voice of all of them. And then for me, honestly, the nostalgia didn't hit, because it didn't seem nostalgic. It just seemed you're referencing shit, which is not nostalgia. You're just like, look at that. Hey, you saw the name of that store? You see that? And it wasn't like nostalgia enough. Like at the beginning.
What would you like? You want them to have my one complaint? Like I thought that when they went underwater, you should have got the music, underwater music.
Yep.
Like that type of music should have been in there. I think that would have brought me back some. But what would you have wanted them to change that give you more nostalgia feel?
I don't know, like, because I felt like everything was a reference and not actual part of like the thing, like the whole the castle slide pole thing. That was just a reference and not anything really important. It was like, hey, look, they did that there. Hey, look, they did that there. Like, that's all it was. It was more like they did that, but none of it really mattered. I agree with Perp. Like, kids were going crazy. There was a few kids in my theater. They were losing their mind, which was cool. Like, it's made for kids. You know what I mean? It's
all right. I can't wait to. So when my theater, we had all adults. Everyone was dressed up as Mario and Luigi. It was crazy.
Nice.
It was nuts. People are losing their damn mind.
I saw someone leaving the theater in a Luigi hat.
I walked out. Yeah, walked out. There was a short, fat dude in Mario and a taller, skinny dude as Luigi. It was awesome. Like, part of me was like, I should have taken a picture with them.
We had at least 7 Marios. My girls ran up to them and like, "It's Mario! Look, Daddy!" I was like, "Yeah,
that's awesome." Yeah, but for me, the nostalgia just didn't hit. Like, I just felt like it was a lot of references. Like, the best thing was at the very, very beginning with the little cameo. I don't want to know. We're doing no spoilers right now, but the little cameo right in the beginning, in the pizza parlor, breakfast place, wherever it was called. But even like, Spike is one of my favorite characters, and Spike was just a thing, and it was the Wrecking Crew. I was like, what? Like, that's what we're gonna do with Spike? Okay, I guess. So
you can do more. I mean, it could be a universe. I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there are 2 post-credit scenes. We'll talk about that on Monday.
Yeah.
But because that's full spoiler. But there are 2 post-credit scenes. But yeah, I mean, the nostalgia just I don't know. I didn't feel nostalgic watching it. I felt more like, oh, that's cool. Look, they did that there. They did that there. They did that there. So.
Okay. I'm gonna read some of these comments real quick.
Yeah.
So Perp says Mario's never really had a story, so them keeping it simple doesn't shock me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And then Zach says, "You and this laugh." Just can't do the Seth Rogen.
No, I can't do the Seth Rogen.
Brandon says, "You also have to remember a film like this is for kids also, and you can't really over a complicated story for little kids. Not make the film too long." Yep, because that's about as long as they have it.
Tell that to Pixar.
Well, Pixar, because they come in to kick you in the nuts. That's all Pixar does.
Yeah, the story wasn't too big of an issue for me. Like, it was okay. I get it, brother love. That's cool.
Perp said kids were going crazy. I agree, they were going nuts. So yeah, kids were going crazy in my theater too. And then
Oh, there was this kid. There was this kid sitting next to me who was just randomly yelling. Just oh my god! Like I was, I was trying to roll with it, and he was saying like the random stuff. Oh, there's that. Oh, there's gonna be a second one. I was like,
all right.
there was one.
There's no way home experience.
Mhm.
A No Way Home experience.
There's no way home experience.
Yeah. So my I have one more I forgot to mention.
Okay.
I just had a brain fart. Bowser.
Mhm.
How is he the coolest and the lamest at the same time? That's all I gotta say. He's the coolest, and then the next scene, he's the lamest character. I was like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Like, are you a badass or are you this thing? I don't know.
I mean, but girls do that to these big girls do that to them. I mean, that's what they do to people.
I didn't like that part of it. I was like, I thought that was a little, yeah. Yeah, he's an incel. It's exactly when I walked out of the theater. It's exactly what me and my girlfriend said. Like, oh, it's incel Bowser. Nice.
Totally, I could see that. I didn't give that too much thought, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I know, well, Derpy did say he had a question. So ask
I was going to wait till after.
Well, he can ask the question, and once it comes up.
What's up, Tony?
Tony.
What's up?
All right. So, as far as my negatives, there are 2 times in the movie theater where I just didn't care about the quest anymore. Mm-hmm. And I literally was like, not dozing off, but just kind of my mind was kind of like drifting away. Like, it was just like, okay, I no longer cared about what was going on. And I was like, all right, just get to the point. Once again, they did a good job trying to merge multiple things. They're trying to merge, the Donkey Kong universe along with the Mario 1, Mario 3, Mario Kart, Mario Party. They did a lot of different things that they tried to do, but I feel like in doing that, there was no story. You guys keep on saying the story was fine. I don't think it was a story. I think it was just things happening. Mm-hmm. So it's very much like the first video game, just stuff going on, and I just thought it was it could have been epic, and I thought that it just wasn't. It didn't hit me hard. I thought I did hit the nostalgia once the movie started rolling. When we started to have things actually happen, like when you see him with the feathers, see him with the different suits on, all that stuff was really cool for me. I enjoy that. I would have liked some of the old school music. I would have liked him run through a castle, realizing that's the wrong castle, and going down the pole. I think that would have been cool too. I would have loved to see some of those things, but overall, I thought it was still fine. So I didn't see anything terrible about that.
Yeah.
So, of course, Zach says perfect adaptation. I told you people were gonna be all over it. And I tell you, Zach was going to love this. I said that.
Yeah.
What's up, Zach? Said Bowser's a fascist.
Well, we knew that from what? Mario 1. So.
Hey, Tony, and Perp, you're hilarious for that one.
Yeah.
And then last thing Zach says, George Lopez said the wrong character.
Yeah.
I did notice that. Yeah.
That should be a whole nother conversation because people are losing their mind over that. But that's something else.
Who cares? Yeah, with that. All right. So how would you rate it overall? I want you guys just to rate it. We're gonna go pull the ratings up because we're gonna keep this short. I don't want too much going out there because I want to save a lot of it for Monday. But just since we saw, I kind of want to just comment on it because I feel like it was gonna keep on coming up in conversation unless we got it out of our system. So here at Spoiler Kings, we rate things a little bit different. We do things now. That means you need to stop what you're doing right now. This is Easter weekend. You better go see it. That's what we need to be doing. Later, you can wait till you get a streaming service and whenever it comes out, whatever, go see it, whatever. While you're doing something else, you want to do it while you're, washing clothes, folding clothes. That's whatever. Never means there's no time. If it's on TV, you turn off the TV. You go outside. That's what never means. You just go outside, do something else with your life. So, Brandon, we'll start with you. Where do you see Mario? How do you think Super Mario Brothers movie was?
You know, especially I was kind of grappling with this before we started recording tonight, but especially with the holidays coming up, I could give this a now. It's nice. It's harmless family fun. It's harmless family fare. You know, it's great visually. You know, it's a good way to spend a little time. You know, I feel like you'll get your money's worth. It'll feel like money well spent, or at least spent well enough. You know, it's just a fun time. I had fun. I go to the movies for fun from time to time. It's always good to see, you know, like something that makes you think and that sort of thing. But at the same time, it's always good to just go see something that you can have a great time with. Between this and Dungeons and Dragons, I've been having fun at the theater over the past week. So, yeah, I'd give this a now.
Okay.
Go see it in 3D if you can.
Tank, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a later. I mean, I think you know, if you have kids, then it's obvious you're going to see it. Like if you didn't already see it, like you're gonna go this weekend. But I think for most other people, like if your kids are not really into it, it's gonna be probably to watch it at home. Watch it at home. Wait till it's on streaming. What's was it Paramount, Peacock, whoever Universal owns?
Ooh, yeah.
You know, it's gonna be streaming on there in like 2 months anyway. You know, it was fun. It was fun, but I mean, if you don't have kids that are really into it, I would just give it a later.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
Let's see. Tony has a spoiler alert. Mario and Luigi are really Tony and Sosa. I just need Disney to stop doing remakes and just make a Kingdom Hearts animated series. That would be awesome. I would like Kingdom Hearts.
That would be awesome.
And Zach says that's not happening. Not getting on Peacock. And then Perp said, "Take is such a boomer."
Why am I a boomer?
2 million licenses. There's a lot of licenses
for Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
Hearts, yeah. And then he got the boomer attire on today too with the duff.
Oh, the duff.
And the whiskey shirt.
Oh my God. I'm on vacation, man. Everything else is dirty.
All right, so real quick for me, I rate this a now. I said all the stuff I said, but I'm comparing to what I thought it could have been. This I feel like could have been one of the best adaptations I've seen. It was good. It just wasn't as good as I hoped it could be. And most of that's because of me, because of nostalgia. That Super Mario Bros. Is the first game I ever played. The first one I ever got lost in. I'm literally everyone's playing Zelda. I still was playing Super Mario Brothers. I have on Super Nintendo. I have 1, 2, 3. I played 2. That's how much I love Super Mario Brothers. You know, like, so I enjoy it. I thought the voice acting wasn't that bad. The only one that bothered me was Seth Rogen because he was too Seth Rogen-y, but everything else was fine. Jack Black is worth the price of admission in himself.
Yeah. He
does such a good job just being who he is. So he's such a good Bowser role. I didn't mind the princess thing. I thought that he should have been kidnapping her because he wanted to take over for other reasons, but I didn't think that it should have been what it was. So that's probably something but that's my personal feeling. But overall, I thought this was a good movie. I think you enjoy it. I think your kids will enjoy it. This is a chance for you to feel like a kid and your kids to understand why you're feeling the way it feels. So that's why I give it a now. But all right, that is our quick review, quick in quotation marks review of the Super Mario Brothers movie. Come to us on Monday. We're going to have a big panel. We're going to have a discussion because some people are going to love this movie. Some people are going to live by this movie, and other people are going to think that it's missing. And it's all based on your nostalgia. So I can't wait for us to talk about it. I can't wait to hear more comments. And I hope you guys are watching this later and you comment on the video to tell me how you feel. We love reading the comments throughout the day. I know me and Tank will probably do it. We try to tag team as much as we can. I can't wait to hear what you guys say. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe. We're on the way to 1,000. We're at 825 right now, guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys for doing it. Building all this stuff for us, and we're gonna have great door prizes when we get to 1,000. I have a couple of them sitting over here. I can't wait to tell you about them, but I'm not doing it until we get to 850. So tell your friends, tell your family, call your mom, let her know. We need them all to subscribe to Spoiler Kings. We appreciate you guys, and on to our next topic. Thanks, guys.